our humanitarian arm, ECHO, provided first an increase in response in order to support the return of the refugees. First needs life-saving operations, and then subsequently also supporting the transport of people coming from Sudan to other locations so that they would not be stuck in difficult situations right at the border. This response then happened in very close coordination with our humanitarian aid, and the idea was to have as seamless as a continuation of the response of addressing this refugee and refugee crisis. And the additional funding that we aimed was mainly to try to support the people coming from Sudan in order to get social services, health and education services. It was a question of rehabilitation of schools and health clinics. It was also of psychological support for people that had suffered, and particularly, as a response for sexual and gender-based violence. It included elements of supporting them to farm, agricultural support, and it was also included elements of providing people with support for their legal rights, for example, identity documents. One of the main lessons that we have drawn is the elemental importance of coordination. Coordination between the development and humanitarian response. So first of all, that we had these first life-saving immediate responses come from the humanitarian community, tied in to the longer-term developmental response that we need to tackle issues such as returnees from South Sudan, and how to accommodate them back in South Sudan. Another point that needs to be taken up as a lesson is the importance of the urban environment in these responses. We are talking about the secondary cities. The support that EU was rendering for the Sudan crisis response was centered on three urban centers: Awel, Bentiu, and Malakal, all important towns close to the border, different in nature, different in challenges. But it was important to tackle this urban dimension because many of these people that were also coming from Sudan had lived an urban life, so it was this how to integrate them into the urban environments in these cities, again in a conflict-sensitive way, was an important one. I'm quite happy to witness in South Sudan a good coordination between organizations such as UNHCR and IOM. And we are talking about IDPs partly, we are talking about responses already for people that are in the country of South Sudan, and then we have refugees coming in. It is crucial that the organizations work together hand in hand, and I'm happy to say that this is happening in South Sudan. So the short answer is yes, I think so. One element that is also, though, very important is to guarantee now the sustainability of these programs, and that we do have a long-term and a developmental approach. So we will be also following through what has been started in these programs, and like you mentioned, we also have a continuation of support planned for. So yes, they are replicable, and but we also need to ensure that based on the lessons learned so far, that we guarantee also sustainability.